What's up, uh, guys? So, I just woke up again. Literally, I woke up like 15 minutes ago, and I hate waking up into this reality, man. I hate it. Let me just say that I'm not suicidal or even depressed in this video, but I just hate waking up into this world, this evil world, because it fills me with anxiety, of the bad things that could happen to you. Especially me, because I live in a shitty city and a shitty area in London where people that stab people are just walking free. They're walking free out there. It's terrible, man. But I never even asked to be in this state as well. I woke up with like a little bit of a headache, probably because I played a lot of video games yesterday. So I had a little bit of a headache. I need to drink water. All this stuff that I have to do to survive, all these bodily needs. It gets tiring, man. And I never asked to be in this state. Two selfish motherfuckers, my parents, put me in this state. Parents, I look at my parents with contempt and resentment, to be honest with you, because I never asked to be in this state, in this evil world, in this physical body that is going to fail one day. And it's before it fails, it's capable of a lot of immense physical suffering. You know, it is. And not just the body, the mind as well. The mind goes on and on and on and on and on about all this meaningless human bullshit that we don't care about. You are not your faults, but the mind just goes on and on and on. It's terrible, man. I mean, I can handle it. Like I said, I'm not suicidal or depressed. I mean, sometimes I get depressed, I can't lie, because, I'm pretty lonely in this world. There's no one to talk to. No one's gonna help you out in this world, especially if you're a guy. You have to go through shit on your own. It sucks. And I never asked to go through it. So I fucking hate my parents for that. I hate them for putting me into this state, in this body I never asked for. I never consented to be here. And parents are selfish, man. Because I watched videos of me when I was younger, like when I was a kid, at, like at my grandma's house, and they were filming, and my mum said to the camera, "I'm so happy I was blessed with two beautiful children." That's what she said to the camera. It's so fucking selfish, man. Having kids is the worst thing you could ever fucking do. It is. It's worse than murdering somebody, because if you don't have kids, they can't be murdered in the first place. And I'm not suicidal depressed, like I keep saying, because maybe it's also the survival instinct as well. I mean, I'm a pretty, well, I'm emotionally and mentally strong enough to deal with my life, even though my life, I've been through some terrible things, and I see terrible things, and I realize how evil and pathetic most humans are, and this reality is around me. It's terrible. It's a joke. But I'm emotionally and mentally strong enough. At least now I am. Hopefully I don't get weaker in the future. But still, to this day, from all the evil, retarded things I've been through, meaningless human bullshit and suffering I've been through, I'm still strong enough to keep going, keep smiling every day from some things, like entertainment or whatever, or things that inspire me. See, I never even signed up for this battle in the first place. The battle of, not sinking into like a depressed state or whatever, or just a state where you want to kill yourself. But it's hard to get to that state as well, because, the human survival instinct is pretty strong. You're biologically designed to not kill yourself and to keep going no matter what in this dumb world. It's just so evil, man, being placed into this state, being forced into this physical body with this mind that yaps and yaps and yaps on and on and on. And then you go through traumatic things in this life, and some people can't handle it, and they turn into bad people, or they end up taking their own lives. It's just terrible, man. Being forced into this life is cruel. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's even a member of the royal family and someone that lucky. They could still go through something terrible just because their parents signed them up for this life. Whereas, I mean, yeah, no one signed up for this life. I didn't sign up for this life. You didn't sign up for this life. None of us signed up for this life. It's a joke. No one's ever said to me as well, like, life is a gift, but people have said dumb things to me. I mean, I don't have a job, but I go to the job center sometimes, because they try to give you careers advice and all this BS, and they always say to you like the world is your oyster. I mean, no, it's fucking not. The world is not your oyster. The world is unfair. How is the world my oyster when I can't even get laid, and all these humans just fucking abuse each other, or they don't care about each other, and they just treat each other like shit. Humans just care about themselves. They just care about having their kids and having a social group full of other people that have kids. It's just all a joke, man. It's just such a joke. I know that you guys who are antinatalists can see it for what it is, and I see it for what it is, this pathetic, sad state of affairs that we find ourselves in, that we never asked to be in, we never asked to consent in. It's just terrible, man. It is. That's why I hate fucking waking up, because this world is evil and I never consented to be in this state in the first place. Never. And I never would. If I could ever choose to be in this state or be in the void of nothingness, I would choose the void of nothingness every time, because I hate this shit. I genuinely hate this world. Shout out to Mr.Antinatalist again. I agree so much with what he says, man. He always says, or recently he said, in his newest video, he said that this world needs to be destroyed, and he would do it as quickly and painlessly as possible. I would do the same. I would do the same if it was possible to do that. This world is a fucking mistake, and everything sucks, and life just gets worse, it seems. Even if life got better, I still never asked for it, Even if I was getting my dick sucked from like 10 bitches a week, and I didn't have money problems or whatever, and I lived in a good neighborhood, and I had a lot of emotional support, and I had a lot of inspirational people around me, which I don't. There's no inspirational people around me in this life at all. Don't know if you guys can relate, but every human I see around me is either fucking indifferent, annoying, or evil, pretty much. But if my life was that good, I still would remember that I never asked to be in this life, and it could get worse again. It could go bad again. It could go to the point where I am now in reality, where I'm alone. There's no one to relate to. All these humans are just stupid, man, or evil. You gotta deal with physical pain. Life is just a drag, man. I'm just, like I said before in another video, I'm just proud of myself that I'm not forcing somebody else into this rubbish that I never asked to be in the first place. I never asked to be here, Exactly. I just have to repeat that to myself, and to you guys, that, or to anyone that's listening, that no matter how good my life ever gets, if it ever gets good, in whatever way, I'll always remember that I never asked to be here, and I would never force somebody here. That's a promise, man. So that's why I hate waking up into this world, because it's fucking evil. It fills me with anxiety and honestly panic, man. It sucks. Because I see all the evil people around me, especially in fucking London where I live. London's a terrible place to live, because nothing's done about the criminals. They all walk free, But it's not just that. It's the fact that I never asked to be here. If I actually wanted to be in this life in the first place, it would be quite different, because then I chose to be here. But I didn't choose any of this. None of this is my fucking choosing. None of it has anything to do with me. I'm just here out of my... I'm just forced here, however I got here. My consciousness in this body, in in my unique set of circumstances, which are not that good, to be honest. They could be worse, but they're not that good. And you guys are the same. We were all just forced here against our will by our parents, and without a fault, pretty much, just ignorance, or just selfishness and cruelty disguised as love. That's birth. That's love making, or baby making. I don't get this shit, man. Well, I do get this shit to a degree. It's a joke and it sucks, but I don't know. And then we're just gonna have to work for the rest of our lives, a lot of us, or most of us, working jobs we don't particularly like. I mean, what kind of a gift is that? Like I said, luckily no one's ever said to me that life is a gift to my face. They've said the world is your oyster, which is a fucking lie, obviously. It's not. But if anyone said that to me, I would fucking slap them in the face, dude, because it's just so untrue. But most people believe things that are not true anyways, because people love their delusions, don't they? They do, they do. So yeah, that's why I hate waking up into this world, man. As soon as I wake up and I'm like conscious enough, I'm thinking about all the bad things that have happened to you, you know? Well, not all the bad things, but you know, I've been through some bad things in life, man, and it fucking sucks. And I am strong enough to handle it, at least now. I hope that doesn't change, because life is tough, man, you know? That's why I'm trying to relate to you guys again. And parents are fucking evil for putting us in this fucking reality. Fuck them. Fucking evil twats. That's the truth. That's what they are, man. I look at them with contempt and resentment, and that I don't owe them anything, you know? And what they owe us, they can't even repay it, man. Whether it's money or whatever, they can't owe us what we really desire, which is non-existence. That's they can't give us that, because they're only human too. And yeah, if a human wants to try and give you non-existence, it's going to be in a bad way. It's going to be like fucking a murderer or a psychopath. That's not someone you want to fucking come into contact with. Trust me on that. Especially when they're walking free out there, you know? It's scary, man. It is. That's why London is a terrible fucking city. UK is a terrible country. It's a piece of shit, basically. It's a third world country. Or a first world shithole. But I'm gonna end this video here. That's why I hate waking up into this reality, this human body that I never consented to be in. It's evil, man. It's a violation of everything actually good and pure. Just consent. It's a violation of consent. Doesn't consent mean anything? Apparently no to humanity, because how many kids are born every day? Like thousands, right? I don't know, man. But I hope you guys stay safe out there, and see you in the next video. Peace.